Welcome to this tutorial on downloading and installing QGIS 4.0. So QGIS is one of the world's most popular free and open source geographical information software packages. It allows the users to create, edit, visualize, analyze and publish geospatial datasets. Whether you are a student, researcher, GIS analyst, environmental consultant, urban planner or mapping enthusiast, QGIS provides the powerful tools for spatial analysis without requiring an expensive software license. In this video, we will learn how to download and install and verify the installation of QGIS 4.0 on a Windows computer. It can be Windows 10 or 11. The procedure is same. So what is QGIS? QGIS stands for Quantum Geographic Information System. QGIS supports a wide range of geospatial data formats including shapefiles, geopackages, GeoJSON, KML, CAD data, raster datasets such as GeoTIFF. Common applications of QGIS include mapping and cartography, environmental analysis, groundwater studies, urban planning, agriculture, remote sensing, and disaster management. One of the biggest advantages of QGIS is that it is completely free and supported by a large global community. So now let us see the system requirements for installing QGIS. So before installing QGIS, ensure your computer meets the recommended requirements. Minimum requirements: 64-bit Windows operating system, 4 GB RAM, dual core processor, 2 GB free disk space. And recommended requirements are Windows 10 or 11, 8 GB RAM or higher, SSD storage, stable internet connections. So having a better system configuration improves the performance when working with the larger raster datasets and complex GIS project. Now let's see how to download and install QGIS. Browser, just type in QGIS and you can see the link. I'll be sharing the link in the description. You can please check it out. Now this is the home page. If you want to download it, you can just directly click on here to download. Otherwise, while coming to the main web page, you can see download options. Here itself you can see the download options. From here also you can download the software. And if you are interested to donate, you can donate to the QGIS. So this is the download page. You can see here for many operating system they have given. So defaultly it will be there for Windows desktop, and if you just come down, you may notice, right, different types like long-term version for Windows and latest version for Windows. So the long-term release versions focus on stability and reliability. It is recommended for production environment and organization. And the latest release contains new features and improvements but may receive more frequent updates. For beginners, the long-term release is often the safest option. However, if QGIS 4.0 is available as the latest major release, you can access the new features. Right. Now select this latest version for Windows. Now you can see the download has been started and the estimated time is 3 minutes. So that is based on our internet speed. Great, the download has been completed. Now let us locate the installer, and now after locating the installer, double click it. So if the Windows displays a security prompt, click yes. Now the installation wizard will open up, right? Now click on next and accept it. Once again, review and accept the license agreement. Next. If you want, you can select the installation location. So defaultly it is in C program files QGIS. If you want, you can change it by using this option. The default location is suitable for most users. Click on next and finally click on install. Now you can check in the progress over here that is seen in status. So for me, The security prompt came right now only, so I have just clicked on yes. When we click install, that time only the security prompts comes up. Just click on yes. So let us wait for the installation process to finish. Depending on your computer, installation may take several minutes. So the installation has completed. Now let us exit the setup wizard. So the installation has been completed. Now let us launch the QGIS. So go to the start menu, and here itself you can find QGIS desktop version 4.0.3. Otherwise you can use the search option to search for the app, right? So now you can just click on and open this. So this is the view of QGIS 4.0. So the software may take slightly longer to open during the first launch. Please keep that in mind. So this is the view of QGIS 4.0, and you can see the blank space over here. This is called as map canvas, the primary area where the spatial data is displayed, right? And these are called as the panels. So these are the tool panels, right? And these are the menu bars. So from here you can add in raster layer, vector layer, raster layer, likewise settings, vector, raster, and likewise these are called the menus. And you can see these are nothing but the toolbars, right? So these are the toolbars which is available for carrying out our work. These are called as the toolbars. You can easily move on this and drag it, drop it to some other location, right? And you can see on the left hand side these are the panels. So from here you can directly browse and add your data. This is like your file manager in your system. It is in QGIS. And here this is the layer panel, where when you are adding any layers, it will be displayed over here, whether a raster layer or vector layer or any kind of layers, that will be displayed over here. So let us see an example for adding the dataset from browser option. So you can see here, this is nothing but like file manager. So inside the folders will be having some datasets. So you can see here, this is a dataset. You can easily drag it and drop it. Likewise, you can also add the satellite image. So this is a shapefile, right? So add some satellite images to the map. Click on zoom to layer. You can see here the satellite image has been loaded. So you can easily load using this option. You can distinguish between vector layer and raster layer. For example, if you just click on add raster layer, vector layer, you can use this option to browse and load the data. So we are interested in a shapefile or vector layer, right? So here we need to select accordingly the format, ESRI shapefile. Now you can add the boundary once again like this. Zoom to layer. So both are in a different place. That is why it is. You can see here this shapefile is here and the satellite image is there, right? If you want, you can also add the satellite image through add raster layer. Browse for that. So from here I'm going to add one of this file. Now let me click on and zoom to layer. Like this you can add the data. So this is why this app canvas is used for visualizing different data sets. You can also use this toolbars, right? For example, if you want to zoom into a particular location, you can just zoom in or zoom out. Likewise, you can navigate between from one place to another place. Likewise, lot of tools are available. If you are interested, you can just tell me. I will make more videos on this. And in order to do more advanced processing, you can use this toolbox. So here a lot of tools are available. You can use it accordingly. These are called as the processing toolbox, where you can see a lot of tools are available for performing the geospatial analysis, right? So below you can see this is the status bar, where you can find the coordinates, scale, magnifier. If you want, you can rotate it, You can see the projection, what is the projection the layer is current now, and if you are running any processing, it will be showing below how much the process has been completed. So that is why it is called as status bar. And if you want to save this particular project, for example, if you are working here and if you want to save this progress means, you can do so by clicking on project and hit on save. So you can save it to a particular location and you can name it. So like this, you can give same name to it, save it, your progress will be saved. And if you want to open that saved, you can go to open, and you can just click on welcome to QGIS and click open. It will be automatically loaded. Installing useful plugins. So what is a plugin? In QGIS, a plugin is an add-on tool that extends the software capabilities beyond its default features. So a plugin allows you to add new functions to QGIS without modifying the core software. Think of this like installing apps on your mobile phone. Each plugin gives QGIS some extra power or extra features. So in order to install the plugins, go to plugins and select manage and install plugins. One thing we should keep in mind, we need an active internet connection in order to download those plugins. So first plugin is Quick Map Services. So this Next.js Quick Map Services is very useful. It helps us to add different types of base maps like Google Maps, Bing, OpenStreetMap. Very useful for background reference. So you can just install this plugin. It will be downloading the files from the online. Now it has been successfully installed. So likewise, we'll be seeing a couple of plugins also. Next is semi-automatic classification plugin. Semi-automatic classification plugin used for satellite image classification, land use land cover mapping, helps in remote sensing projects. Let us install this. Next is HCM-GIS. This is also a very useful plugin for adding base map, vector layers, likewise. Now let us close this. So you can find Quick Map services from web. From here you can load a lot of base maps. Now you can see at the below it was showing the details. Now you could see that I have loaded some base maps over here. Likewise, you can add many base maps. Google Hybrid. You can see here. Now I have to bring the Google Hybrid on the top so that it will be displayed properly. Right. So likewise, you can add n number of maps. HCM-GIS is also has a variety of base maps that you can add in. Now let us bring it to the top. Just click it and drag it and put it on the top, right? So like this you can do. And if you want to bring in the semi-automatic classification plugin, so in the space, right click in this empty space, click on SCP dock panel. Now you can see here a variety of tools are available over here. I hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching. If you have any other doubts in this, please do ask in the comment section. Goodbye.